I had my exams last week, and that's why I wasn't able to do much of the work. I have some backlog right now, but I'm trying to cover it in this week as well. So, my type was that first of all, we were saying about the AI agents and all, but actually, my domain and my interest, and you can say that I want to pursue my career in I want to make it all in development or DSA, Dixwa. I'm not into AI and ML thing right now. So is it necessary for all of us to focus on the ML part?
Okay. Any other questions?
Uh, yeah, actually, there was like with the video recordings, and I was saying that can you please upload them more frequently because like I do have some backlog due to that. Also, there was another thing that after this reading part about the document on all, what like when we will continue with our work, like actual GitHub and open source work, when we will continue with it.
Uh, so you had so you have three questions. One is what was the first one?
It was about
Yeah.
the agents and
Is it
ML part.
necessary to do AI? The second one was, can you upload stuff more often? The third one is, when do we get started with actual work?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Uh, you don't have to do AI. You don't have to learn about agents. The reality that I am predicting is that, and that I think a lot of people are now on board, is that the nature of writing software is going to change. People aren't going to be writing software anymore by hand in the way that they have been over the last 10, 15 years. And after that, it's kind of your call what you want to do. I'm not going to force you to be like, hey, like if you don't learn about AI, like that's fine. You can kind of make your own choices. I'm not going to impose anything on you. But my own opinion and advice would be that know how it works, because it's going to change. Like that job that you think that has existed for the last 10, 15, 20 years that you want, I don't think it's going to exist in the next 5 years. And at that point, you'll have to evolve, I think. So, yeah, but what's the concern? Like, why are you like, oh, I don't want to do AI or something? Like, what's the reservation there?
Uh, Actually, I'm asking about the right, like you said that in Kitabnama you are making some AI chatbot like thing and we have to work on it. But the thing is, I'm not saying that I'm not don't want to learn AI. Actually, I'm in college. I'm doing so in for research and for research. But my concern is that I wanted to make my career in software development. That AI thing, which the chatbots and all. If I am contributing to it, uh, then I wanted like because my resume consists of some of the development part and if it get mixed with the AI thing and all, I don't think so. It will become a mess. I think that.
Say that again. What are you saying? Your resume will become a mess if you put AI on it?
No, I am saying that the major portion is about the development thing, which the projects I did are from the software development or you can say monetizing extra. And if I add on the things, the projects about the AI or something like that, uh, it would be like really hard for me to focus on both of the domains because I think so. We'll have to focus on one domain and do it properly. So my concern is that because I have been doing development and full stack from the very start, and now if I'm making the shift to AI thing, uh, that might not help me maybe in future.
Okay, that's your call. I think I don't think it'll be a distraction. And yeah, that's kind of up to you. I'll just say that, yeah, full stack engineer, people aren't going to write code by hand anymore. Yeah, you have to understand this.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I
Like,
understand that.
it's like being 10 years ago and you're like, oh, I don't want to work on JavaScript because I have made my career, which is 3 years old, in C, right? But people don't really write C anymore. People don't write
Yeah,
assembly language. Fortran is dead. Like, I mean, so the world is changing and evolving, and you'll have to get on board with that. Like, that's just
sure,
my
sure.
perception of reality. I don't think it'll be a distraction, but like, just be open to it right now, no? I get what you're,
Yeah, yeah,
but yeah, that's not such a big thing. So I would say don't worry about that too much. Your next
yeah,
question is, can I upload videos that I'm doing? Oh, did I upload one right now? I think I did. There should be enough videos, yeah, for you.
yeah, yeah. There are right now, but in between the last week, there wasn't. So I was facing the issue. That's
What
okay.
what actual issue are you facing?
Actually, while watching the video, like we read the docs and like I don't know when we will continue to begin with the coding part and the stuff with the open source or something like that.
See, sorry. So when you want to start contributing, that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Who's stopping you right now?
Uh, I don't know, but why reading the documents are necessified right now? So that's why it becomes kind of a whole
Sorry,
you
say
can
that
say.
again. What's the question? I didn't follow.
I'm saying that we are reading the talks about the whole that in KPIs we have to uh, I don't remember the section, but yeah, there are some certain documents we have to read. But I don't know that if we have to read all of them first, or then we are starting to contribute to a project, to the project, or we can do both of the things alongside.
You can do both the things. You can do both the things. There's a
Okay,
prerequisite for committing code, which I want you to read before you commit code, at least to Kitabnama. But commit
okay,
code to open source. No, what's stopping you?
okay,
I'm not stopping
sure.
you. Yeah, I'm not saying, oh, you can't, Deepika, like contribute to open code. Do that. Open source.
So you are saying that we are raising the issue on the GitHub and then you will approve it and then we will start contributing. It's kind of open source, right? Or is
Open
it
source
some,
means a very specific thing where the code is like public. That's what open source
yeah,
means.
yeah,
Kitabnama
yeah.
is not really open source.
Okay,
Okay. So
okay.
for Kitabnama, the maintainer, this is just like a general distinction. An
Mm,
code, open source code base means you can just copy the code and start making changes to it. You can create your own version of it. You can do kind of depending on the license it is, you can do a lot of things to it, right? Uh,
yeah,
like you can go to Linux and make a PR against the main Linux repo,
yeah.
right? On Kitabnama, you can't do that. You have to be granted access. So it's not open. Kitabnama is not open source,
Okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine.
right?
So,
Yeah.
so like, if you will be assigning us the parts like what we are going to work on, or we have to just start by seeing the website or suggest changes.
My preference would be that you go, you use Kitabnama, you figure out something that, oh, you're like, I don't know what to do here, or I think this could be made better. And then, work on that more than because for me, yeah, it's very expensive for me to kind of do all of that for you. And I would rather that you kind of do that on your own. Um, right? Earn that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then your last question, I think, was a great question, actually, which is, do we need to read all those documents and then do it? So firstly, you can do that, but were you there for the original, like, first meeting when we talked about, like, why we're doing this course and what the purpose is?
Yeah, yeah. I did a meeting.
You remember
Yeah, some of the part I remember that the reading sections very compatible with what we are doing. Um,
Yeah, so what I want you to do, this is you, right? I'm guessing you've never opened this, or have you? You have.
I have actually.
Good job.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Good job. Oh wow. The whole paragraph. Nice. Fantastic. Love, love, love it. Love it. Great. Cool. Okay. Cool. Nice. Great job. Great job, Deepika. Fantastic. So one thing that this makes a lot of sense to me is this is the most important thing, right? You want to train your mind to be present and all of this stuff, right? Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of these goals are very specific, some of them are less specific.
Okay. For example,
Develop real world solutions, impactful projects, innovative ideas. What does this mean? What's the actual goal here? This one.
okay, so I have to define the real world solutions I'm focusing
Yeah,
on.
the thing is with the goal, you want to be really specific. Okay, one second. Let's try.
Okay. I'll surely make amendment there.
Hang on, hang on. Yeah. See how this is like, okay. You see how these are a lot more specific and doable? I'm just giving you an example. Do you see how this is like a lot more specific?
Yeah, I will make it according to these.
Okay, so just make these more specific.
Yeah, sure,
And
sure.
yeah, this is a hard thing to do. Like generally write these goals. Try to avoid not putting in strategies instead of goals. Okay, so strategy
Okay.
is the way to achieve a goal. So your goal could be, I want to become kind of yeah, this 10 month this I'm distraction I can yeah, what is it? The goal is to like train your mind to become present, and maybe you can focus and this. And so the
Mm,
tactic might be, oh, I want to dedicate 10 hours a week or something like that to learning some specific skill. The goal is
yeah.
where you want to end up. The tactic is how you might, one of several ways in which you might approach it. um so yeah, try to like make sure that um
Mm,
you're not confusing the two. But yeah, really really good job. So I would say do this, and then if you have anything else here, just write that as well. You don't have to um constrain yourself to just 5 roles, or 5 goals. You can write more. This
okay,
is where
sure.
we take the ones that kind of dude, I love how you've watched the videos and figured everything out. Really good job. So here the goal is build. So is it a build a good project in hackathon, or what is the actual goal here? Is it to build a good product? Or
Actually, it's about from the perspective that I want to build my own business kind of thing for the very future. But yeah, I want to do some kind of the you can say innovation, or you can say that building some stuff from the very scratch.
I have a project for you that I actually want and that I will pay you for, if you can build it. So I'll give you this. Yeah. Success criteria is how will you know that this is done, right? So let's
Uh,
innovation, build a project from the ground up, right?
yeah.
So what success look like? How will you know that this was successful?
For me, in the builder part, I never want to stop. Honestly, for the rest of my life, I want to do some work and like create my own stuff from the very scratch and keep focus on it and
Cool.
expand it even more.
Awesome. Fantastic. I love it. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. So what's success here?
The success here would be like keep moving and keep growing it.
Okay, but okay, right now the thing is just to build a project from the ground, right? I think you have a
Yeah.
different goal which has become
Uh,
a
I'm
uh,
sorry, but the builder part is like not, yeah, you can say the project, but I'm not focusing on here in the technical part actually. I didn't write in the perspective of technicalities, or you can say the software development part. I just did write the builder as like from the perspective for my whole life. That
got it.
yes, I
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, so the yeah. So I think that would be more like a even here potentially, like in the mission statement. But what you want to do is this is the long-term goal, right? Something
I'm
like this.
sorry.
Is this something like the long-term goal,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Okay. We can put this here or here. Let's just put it here for now. Okay, so we can add this to builder. Maybe this is just a reformulation of what you've written before. Right? Here, we want to do something that's a little more actionable and a little more like, oh, you can do this and check it off, right? This
Yeah.
is not really this is like an ambition for your lifetime. It's not a concrete one-time action, right? This is something you want to do again and again and again,
Yeah.
right?
By the way, your sheet screen is not visible. It's ChatGPT actually.
Okay. So this thing is not a one-time goal.
Yeah.
right? This is something you want to do kind of your entire life.
Mm.
In this, what I would say is, as someone who's trying to live out this value, right?
Yeah.
Then let's try to do one specific actionable thing. Okay.
Yes.
So here the success criteria for me would be something like you have a product, live product that people are using and paying for. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? This is a very clear success criteria.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Now, the next step is take a look and look active on sites, posting opportunities, this kind of thing. Right? Whether you do that in the context of a hackathon or not, again, that's a strategy. That's not the goal.
Yeah.
Does that make
Got.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, cool. So the same thing, even this taking leadership is the goal. I would say be more specific here. This doesn't make so much sense to me right now.
Okay.
Okay. Internship, this is not actually about the internship. Because I mean, I'm just saying because I also like I'm helping define the internship, right? This is not
Mm.
my success criteria for you here. Okay. My success
Okay.
criteria as I've defined for the internship is to like finish all of these.
Okay.
Okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So at some point, the goal here, like you've already done this, I want to read these and eventually I want to like complete all the stages and then I
Mm.
want to like for you to turn this green.
Okay.
And I want you to
Fine.
do this for everyone. And then yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Um, Finances, what's the actual goal? What's the yeah, that's not a goal. Finance is not a goal.
Um. Learning about finance or these good enough at it.
What's the actual goal? Look deeper.
Financially independent.
Fantastic. What does that mean?
It means that you are able to handle your own finances, your own money. You know about all the stuff that how you can grow the money
Is
and
that
make it.
financial independence? If you know about how
Uh, when your money is in your own hands and no one is handling for you, you are doing for your own self.
okay, if you had like 10 rupees, but it was only in your hands and nobody else was handling it for you, would that be financial independence for you? You just
No, actually, but you should know that how to use the 10 rupees.
okay, so I
Mm.
want you to like just think about okay, so firstly, Deepika, I'm really, really impressed with what you've done here. I don't think you've come to almost any of the sessions, have you? Because you have college.
Actually, I have attended the first section,
Okay.
but then there was my college, and I will surely attend when I can bunk the
No, no,
class
that's
or
not what I'm
lab.
saying. I'm saying without having attended a lot of the sessions, you've been
Mm.
conscientious enough to go and kind of, clued in enough to go and watch and figure a lot of the stuff out.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really impressed with the work that you've done, despite having like major scheduling issues. So, firstly, just really good job. Really good
Thank
job. Okay.
thank you so much, means a lot.
Really good job. Just unreservedly saying you've done a fantastic job. Okay. You're clearly like very engaged and very clued in. I don't like to use the word smart because I think it's very non-specific, but like, I can see that you're like, even just this sheet, I was just like, this is fantastic. You've done really good work. What I want you to do now is to clarify these. Okay.
Okay.
Think of
Sure.
3 to 5 goals. So you can go here and make more of these. Right?
Yeah, for
Like this,
sure.
this just list down all your roles, all your goals. It doesn't matter. Like you can have a big list here. This is the 3 to 5 things you're going to be working on in the short term, right? Um,
Yeah.
and for that, I want you to be really specific about what your goal is and what the success criteria is.
Okay,
Okay.
for sure.
This is good. I think this is good. You've got this. If you want to change it, please do. But from my
Yeah.
point of view, this as a goal, uh, क्या हो गया यार? Why can't I change this? Hello. Shut up. Oh, guys, stop this. There's just some notification that's not going down. Give me one second. You can see that, can't you? Okay. Just turn off Zoom notifications. Uh, okay, I don't know. Build a project from the build a real project. Okay, this one makes sense to me. Uh,
Yeah.
this one makes sense to me because obviously I wrote it. Um, this one I would be more specific. What does success look like here for you? Right? This is how will we know what does it mean to be active, which community? Like, this is not like here, it's a very clear yes or no, did you get this or not? Here, it's a very clear yes or no, did you get this or not?
Actually, at this point of time, I'm not sure that where my life take me to, and I don't know which community, and I'm not sure about the things right now. That's why I just wrote community because I'm just sure that yes, I want to do this, but don't know which type and what it would be. So
So
yeah, I wrote this
what exactly
community.
do you want to do?
Actually, there are two things basically. So first of all, I wanted to own my business or something, a startup like that, or
Okay.
I want to build a community for to help others.
Okay.
These are the two things. So I just wrote community here.
Okay. So basically you want to build a community to help other people, right?
Yeah.
That's the goal, actually, I would say. Something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what.
Now think of what is the success criteria for this.
Mm. Okay, so it would like uh, to build something like first of all you have to choose the domain in which domain you are
That's a
hunting.
step again, right?
Okay.
Goal is where you want to end up.
Yeah.
Okay. Success criteria is how you will know you've ended up where you wanted to.
Mm.
Picking a
Okay.
thing, like picking a community, is kind of like the path you'll take to get there.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So this, what you like, picking a community is a tactic. It's not the success criteria. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
For
think
sure.
about the success criteria here. Use GPT if you have to, like it's a great thought partner, but
Yeah.
figure out what is success here. Okay. Financial
Yeah.
independence, again, I would say just think very clearly about what is the success criteria. Okay.
Okay.
You said I have control over my own money, something like that, you said, no? Or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Just think about what question do you need to be able to answer in the affirmative so that you know that you've reached whatever goal that is.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So think about this. Think about this. And this, yeah, this was success criteria. Again, this is not a success criteria. This is not even a goal. This is like a tactic.
Yeah. Got it. Got it.
So think about what the goal is, the success criteria,
Mm.
what the tactic is,
Yeah.
right? Have you saw the zone one, zone two, the video that I posted day before yesterday or something?
Which one?
Zone two work? No,
No, I haven't read it.
it's okay.
I will sure.
So
I will do.
that's fine. So now what I want you to do is like first like figure this out. Are you doing your weekly planning?
I haven't done it for the last week, but yeah, for the rest of week I have done it.
Okay, right now what I want you to focus on is on these three, on this first module.
Okay,
Okay, I
sure.
think I've made a mistake and I was just thinking about this today. Uh, It's too much to ask you guys to do everything. So do this in general. Do this once you want to start doing actual like software stuff. That's what will set you up for that.
Okay.
And do this if you want to like get a job. Okay. But this
And
is the part. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a doubt right now. Actually, I want to ask that for the GitHub part, you were saying that for the 1 month of period, we will provide training, and for the 2 months, you will work on an actual project.
Yeah,
I'm not sure when the period starts and when will it end. I'm not sure about the dates and the
fair enough.
deadlines of it. So can you
Okay.
please confirm me about it?
So if you want to work on the Kitabnama, what's it called? Geez, I couldn't- oops. To work on Kitabnama, like you need to do this. Just go through this stuff. Okay.
Okay.
And
This
you have to come to office hours on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
today.
Today is
Uh,
Tuesday, no?
yeah.
So Wednesday and Thursday we have office hours at 7 p.m. They're on the calendar, on the apprenticeship calendar. So come for that. But otherwise, honestly, if you want to work on your own project, I have like a project in mind that I would be happy for you to work on. Are you interested? Or you want to work on Kitabnama?
I'm not sure actually if you could tell me more details about the
Okay,
another projects that we could work on.
great, fantastic ask. Love it. There is no way right now for me to know how much water is in my water tank.
Okay.
That's it. That's the problem. Right?
Okay.
Water comes,
Got
doesn't come. The only way I get to know that there's no water in my water tank is when there's nothing left and the water stops coming in the tap, which is to me,
Uh, but don't you think there are another solutions for the works we are going to uniquely do it?
are they?
I
Uh,
guess there are.
what?
Not in India because it's not affordable for the country, of course, but in USA or America there is.
Okay. This seems pretty good. Yeah, this is actually the solution. How does this work? Okay, never mind. I guess there's a solution there. It still doesn't seem, I'm still not sure how it works. Are you interested mostly in entrepreneurship or are you interested in like, what are you interested in? Because I want people who want to do entrepreneurship.
Actually, at the long term, I wanted to do my own business and stuff, but I'm doing this software stuff just to get on the track, actually,
Okay.
to
Uh,
get into the industry. Yeah,
can you say that again?
to get into the industry first, and I want to make some money for my own, for the studies and for so that I can be stable, like for my stable life. I wanted to do the internship part, but for the long term, I want to do my own business and stuff.
Okay, cool. I would say like, I don't know, if you want to do entrepreneurship, just start doing it. I'm not, that doesn't mean that you can't do the other stuff, right? Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, in entrepreneurship, it's just about like how yeah, it's really good just to start because the skills are not really that transferable. Uh, I mean, not to say that they aren't, but yeah, just there's nothing stopping you from trying to think like an entrepreneur starting today. And
yeah,
there'll be a time like again, do whatever else you need to do, like get a job, do become financially independent, all of that stuff, do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Start thinking about it right now. There's no harm, and it'll just like put you in the right mindset to be able to like find opportunities when the time comes. Because yeah, there's no better time to start thinking about kind of entrepreneurship if that's what you want to do than today. Just start.
yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, that's a different, slightly different thing. I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's start wrapping up. So what I want you to do is just start with execution, and actually your main goal is not even on here. The main goal that you've written here is that you want to this become more focused and improving your attention span, right?
Yeah.
This is your main goal actually, or that's the most important goal that you've written there.
Can I ask you one question?
Mm-hmm.
So for this tenure, how many people are contributing in Kitabnama?
Sorry, say that again.
For this tenure, like for this hiring this term from the fourth step, I guess. How many people have started working on Kitabnama?
One. I think two more are going to start on Wednesday, but so far it's one person.
Okay, so like, what do you think? How much time will it take for me to get started with it?
Start on Wednesday if you want. Or even,
Oh,
man, you can push me, like, make it impossible for me to say no,
okay, yeah,
right?
sure.
That's
Yeah.
what you need to do is make it impossible. So go to Kitabnama, and the way I would do that if I were you is I would go to Kitabnama, I would use it, I would see where the product is, and
Mm,
I would try to figure out kind of what will immediately be valuable and tell me, hey, this is the feature I want to implement. This is how I'll do it. Uh, this is the kind of overall idea that I have.
yeah.
And yeah, like make it a no-brainer for me. Make it be like, oh, like this is the easiest decision I could ever make is to give Deepika this task, right? Just make it
Yeah.
impossible for me to say no. And I'll tell you the
Sure.
main reason that I don't want too many people working on it because it's a giant like use of time to supervise people and onboard them. I'll tell you
Okay.
honestly, that's the biggest reason why I'm like not moving faster with that because it's expensive for me to do that.
Okay. So you only pay to the people who work on Kitabnama, right?
Even in terms of time,
Okay.
even in terms of my time and the time of the tech lead who will kind of be helping you, it's
Okay.
the most expensive. That's the most expensive thing that I'm kind of, doing right now.
Okay.
So make it really easy for me to say yes
Okay.
by having a strong idea what you want to do and demonstrating to me, which I think during the course of this call, I'm fairly kind of happy with the level of um, agency and proactivity you're showing. So I'm very inclined to be like, yeah, just like work on what you want to, because I believe that you can do that. But you've demonstrated that to me by doing all of this work on your own, right?
Yeah,
I can see
sure.
that you're not just showing up and be like, hey, give me work, hey, give me work. And then when I give you work, you'll have like 10,000 other questions for me that you will go and look them up on your own, that you will be like, you know,
Yeah, got it,
independent
got
on your
it.
own, right? So make it really
Yeah.
hard for me to say no, and I won't, right? And this is
Yeah.
true like all the time. Whenever you want someone to do something, just make it hard for them to say no. Uh,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, Again, going back to the entrepreneurship conversation, start thinking about how we monetize it.
Actually, I have been thinking about it since very like 2, 3 years. Like I think a lot actually. So
Okay.
yeah, there are some plans in my mind, but I don't know how to execute and how to start with it. I don't have money. I don't have any like backup stuff. I'm not financially stable, or
Okay.
even if I start and if I want to take risk, but you understand that if I take the risk and I fall, it will be really hard for me to uh, stand again. So
Okay.
I want to have a backup,
Fine.
stability,
Fair enough.
and
Fair enough. I would say take risks. Don't take risks that will wipe you out. You're in college.
yeah, that's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
So, uh,
Hey,
uh, so
how do you know Rohit and Twisha?
I actually searched them on LinkedIn, like who are the people working in Hives.
Oh, look at you, so enterprising. Fantastic. Great. Yeah. So don't take risks that will wipe you out. But take other risks, right? Right now you're in college, you're like, thing is fairly low. You don't have any kids. I mean, you don't have a family, you don't have like a lot of financial commitments, I'm guessing and hoping.
But
Uh,
I have family now, so
hmm,
yeah.
true. Okay. But I mean, okay, overall, just really love where your head is at. Uh, think about how to monetize Kitabnama.
I think okay, sure.
Think about how to do that. Because long term, like in the next year or two, I'm looking for a CEO to like run Kitabnama, right?
Oh,
Yeah, because I want to run Hive and
yeah.
Kitabnama is awesome, but I can't like full time commit to it because I want to do Hive. So I'm looking for a CEO. I would love to hire that CEO from the apprenticeship program or the internship program. So think about how you can, and essentially, listen, entrepreneurship is just about how do you make money. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that.
all it is. And so
Yeah.
think about how we can make money using this and keep looking for problems. If you want to do entrepreneurship, I ideally think like that's actually the way, like that's the eventual like end goal is like that's the pinnacle of being independent is that you have your own thing and that you're able to make everything work. And yeah, it's the hardest thing that there is. And I think the most exciting thing there is. So I'm definitely like in the thing of like, if you're like leaning that way, pursue that, right? Not to
Yeah.
say that you have to like go and like, blow up your life or like take huge risks. Don't do that. Because
Mm.
in entrepreneurship, the whole thing is how like you just have to stay in the game.
Yeah.
If you just stay in the game long enough and you're kind of being fairly smart or some other word about how you're doing it, you'll find something.
Yeah.
You will find something.
Sure.
Okay. It's very cool. Yeah. Entrepreneurship is the best.
Yeah.
Cool. So for your next steps, what I want you to do, what do you have to do? Uh,
I have.
yeah,
I will elaborate these goals and success criteria more,
right? What?
and I will start reading the and complete the reading that was assigned module one, especially.
Yeah,
And then I will surely look into Kitabnama and think about how we can monetize it or other stuff that can be there.
fantastic. Uh, focus.
Can I ask you one question? Before I look into Kitabnama, I want to ask that before you started it, what was the intention? Like, why do you think that Kitabnama is the best than Kindle, or you can say any other reading platform?
Why didn't that video come up? Oh, I've spelled it wrong. That's fine. Here, take a look at this. Let me know if this answers your question. But
Yeah,
great question. Wait, start working on
thanks.
execution and deep work. Okay. Together, they are the most important kind of foundational thing. They'll set you up for everything else. And there's this idea that basically you have some mission statement and stuff that you'll write. You have your roles and goals, right? And then you have a bunch of goals and long-term things that you picked. Then you picked some of them. Then in your weekly planning, what you're going to be doing is figuring out weekly goals that align to these goals, right?
Yeah,
And then you're going to put them on your calendar and then you're going to work on them, right? And you're going to do deep work and all of this stuff. So getting this kind of execution thing going is going to be important and useful for you forever. And
Yeah.
even now, the better you can do that, the more stuff you can get done essentially. So yeah, this execution deep work stuff. And this notebook goes along with it. Personal values are like basically this mission statement thing. Um, Problem solving is really important. Problem solving is one of the most, yeah, just really important course.
Mm.
And it's just like an abstract way to how to solve problems, which is also there on your prerequisites for committing code, is uh is this thing. Problem solving and
I
maybe
have done problem solving modules like 2 or 3 times. Not in the Hive, but in the FFP. Like this is a like you can say from where I get the scholarship from, and I learned about problem solving
what
at
did you do?
least two. I'm sorry.
What did you learn?
It's about how you, first of all, they teach us about how to manage time. And then for the problem solving, there are three wise techniques. And there is one more technique, I don't remember the name. But yeah, that's what was taught there. But I will surely look into it to see what
Yeah,
is.
look into what we've
Yeah,
of. Okay. And this personal organization is like less, I don't know, we need to do this, but it's not even well written out yet. But focus on this stuff. And then on the learning skills and on getting gigs, getting it. Yeah.
okay, fine, fine, sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Glad you came. A pleasure to meet you. Yeah. Looking forward to working more together. Really, really awesome work. Good job. And
thank you.
yeah, go be a founder, man. We need lots more founders. Um, there's so many of us, and there's such few jobs, and there's so many ways in which we can all make our lives better. And founders are super important to that. Is to find where we can add value for each other and to kind of do that
Yeah,
in teams. So we definitely need more of them. And yeah, it looks like you're kind of well tuned to that and looking to that. So I'd encourage you
yeah,
along that journey.
yeah,
Um,
thank you so much.
yeah,
I have one more question. Can I ask?
yeah.
So for the people who doesn't want to contribute to Kitabnama or any project, is this only about reading the document stuff, or is there something else? Like I'm not getting the point. I'm
Have
sorry.
you read the documents?
Which document?
Any of the documents?
Yeah, a deep work execution.
Okay, there's a lot of work when you do this, right? If you go to stage two, stage three,
Yeah,
it's not just about reading the thing, right? You have to
yeah,
actually
yeah.
do the thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's a fair amount of work in all of this.
yeah.
To pass
Okay,
stage two, I haven't been specific enough here, but essentially there's like outcomes that you need. It's not only about reading the thing,
yeah.
you'll have to actually like do the thing and uh you'll have to create collaterals and like materials to show that you've done the thing.
Okay, fine,
Okay.
fine.
So reading is like doesn't mean anything. So there's two stages. The first stage is like academic knowledge or implicit knowledge. Okay, this is where you're just like learning what that thing is. And tacit knowledge is actually you doing that thing and uh producing like documentation of what you've done and eventually trying to like share it with other people and showing people what you've done, right? uh
Okay,
so yeah, the courses may not be like fully like I'm still working on them, but yeah, it's not just reading the courses. There's a lot of work that you would have to do as a part of the courses, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Um,
Think like an
thank you.
entrepreneur and help me, dude. I need a lot of help.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. And yeah, if thinking that way, just like help me do that. And there's a lot of scope in general, but yeah, make it hard for me to say no to whatever it is that you want to do. Um,
yeah,
right?
yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.
You as well. Look forward to working more with you.
Bye. Thanks.